I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a blood.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. And not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago. But this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
You can't help but continue to marvel at how well this man's career has gone so far. Now in his 5th season as KC starter, he's never missed a conference title game, and he's taking the field in his 3rd Super Bowl. Simply dominant, it's easy to envision him being one of the top quarterbacks for many years to come.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes on the out route. He finds Hardman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just suck?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Sanders. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Going for it with Sanders, and this time he is in. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles now down 21-14. A minute 52 to play. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.